Logan Paul sued me. Coffeezilla.
Logan Paul is suing me for CryptoZoo, only a year after he thanked me for it. Rather than pay back his victims fully, Logan would rather publicly humiliate himself in court by accusing me of defaming him. He's hired 5 lawyers to sue me.
5 is crazy. Jason L. Mays, Jeffrey A. Neiman, Shannon B. Tinman, Andrew C. Phillips, Shelby O'Brien. 5 is crazy. That's like the lineup in Better Call Saul. Hang on. Where's the bit where he does the confession? And there's like 5 ASAC agents that are all sat there opposite. I need to find this now. I'm taking too long. I'm taking too long. The moment's passing. The moment's passing. Quick, quick, hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Oh, I can't find it. It's over. It's basically Saul Goodman and there's like 5 other agents sat opposite him. Can the editor put that in, please?
Which he hopes will stop me from exposing him again. You see, only hours before this lawsuit was filed, I had reached out to Logan.
I do like how Logan is constantly coping with this as well, basically saying how it's like, well, actually, it's not me. I was taken advantage of. I just had like shady co-owners.
Logan Paul about a new investigation into...
Better Call Saul was on track to be better than Breaking Bad, and then they wrapped it up so fast. Nah, I think it was good. I remember talking to some people when it came out, and they were saying like how it didn't end with him escaping prison, so it was like a dead show. It was awful. I mean, I'll be honest, bro. The finale to Better Call Saul, it's better than the current finale to Game of Thrones. Better than the finale to House of Dragon. Better finale than The Boys. I know House of Dragon and The Boys aren't finished yet, but those two have to be the worst finales I've ever seen. Did anyone see the season finale for House of Dragon? Actual talkie talk. Was it directed by A24? That sucked. Like, for an episode on its own, it was pretty solid. But, like, as a finale, when you're expecting something big, like, that sucked. Like, what did you get? What did you get in the season finale of House of the Dragon? Oh, look, guys, Doctor Who was told that season 8 of Game of Thrones is a thing. That's it. That's it. Okay, I'm going to read what Dolan said. This is Dolan's recap of the show, by the way. I'm going to read what Dolan said. Okay. So just to recap, House of the Dragon finale. Before the 2-year wait for season 3, nothing happened. Damon gets a sneak preview of Game of Thrones season 8. YouTuber rolls around in mud for 20 minutes for some reason. See you in 2 years. That was the whole episode, by the way. I'm not even doing a bit. Philosophy Tube was great. She was great in the episode. But nothing is saving how mid that episode was, man.
One of his companies.
Like you do for joining.
Which has just been accused.
I love what he said, though. Damon gets a quick preview of season 8. Which is like the worst season in TV history. Thank you, Segular, for the month.
By the Canadian government of being a multi-layered fraud in Canada.
Thank you, Neo.
I obviously had questions, but before I was able to get answers, Logan's
I
team
heard
of
the
lawyers...
riots in the Upwards 5 owners angry that they have no games to play. Is this true?
There's literally FIFA, COD, and like God of War Ragnarok. That's what they got.
Showed up to silence me. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to go through this lawsuit. I'm going to tell you how to support us if you want, because
I feel this lawsuit won't have any legal standing. It will just be a gag to get him to shut up, because Coffeezilla is probably very well off. He probably has a couple milli.
Hey Pyro, how you doing? I heard some shit is going down in the UK. Hope you're okay. Stay safe.
Thank you, Ben Banners, the 10. I'm good, man. I'm good. Thankfully, I'm in the middle of nowhere, so we're good. But yeah, I feel this is a bit of a gag order thing, because even though Coffeezilla would have a fair few milli in the bank, I feel Logan Paul probably has like hundreds of millions. I think it is safe to say that Logan Paul has around like $2 million or something like that, something ridiculous from Prime.
While I didn't think I'd need help, I was wrong. But before...
I swear, like, if Logan turned up to court to sue Coffeezilla, he would actually have, like, he'd be there on the little desk where, like, you give your speech, and he would have, like, a bottle of Prime in shot.
Before we get to my mistake, let's start with Logan's. This lawsuit is not about Logan Paul getting defamed. Instead, this is about him trying to dodge accountability, victims, and blame anyone but himself for his problems.
Thank you, stupid, for the 5. What about Lost? It had so much potential. I'll be honest, I heard how mid the ending is. I refuse to watch it. It's like 9 seasons. I'm good. If I hear that the finale is bad, I don't bother watching. Apparently, Ozark had a really bad finale, so I just didn't bother watching. There is no point watching. Like, it's one of the reasons why I refuse to rewatch Game of Thrones. I refuse. Every couple of years, I'll rewatch season 1 of Game of Thrones, and I'll rewatch season 1 of The Walking Dead. But after that, I just stop. Thank you, Andy, for joining.
Especially me. This lawsuit says Logan Paul wants to hold...
How much to go bold? $1 million. Unironically, £1 million, and I'll do it.
...me accountable for my actions. But what actions are those? Holding him...
10k? That's too low. Someone would actually give 10k this stream. Someone would... I'm not even doing a bit. Someone would actually manage to get 10k. There are degenerates in here that would take out a loan to make sure I did it on stream.
Accountable? It's ironic.
I gotta say something ridiculous, so like only like an oil prince would give it.
Because his lawyers claim Logan has learned to believe in the importance of accountability. But accountability for claim Logan has learned to believe in the importance of accountability.
Why are they writing like a YouTuber apology statement in the court proceedings? Logan has learned. It's like, you know...
What are your thoughts about bat furries?
Bat furries? I had like a bat furry character, I think like 7 years ago. I never ended up using. I think it's somewhere on my PC. It's like, they might as well have put in that statement, Logan Paul has learned to grow and change. You know how like every YouTuber says that, like at the end of their apology? It's like, oh, I'm gonna take some time off to grow and change as a person.
But accountability for who? Currently, Logan is fighting the victims of CryptoZoo in court, and now he's fighting the journalist who exposed him in the first place. Personally, I believe Logan has learned nothing from this except how to silence people with the law. But I won't be silenced because Logan's lawsuit
Logan is using this suit to delay future Coffee videos. Coffee is making a video about one of Logan's companies RN. So instead of stopping Coffee forever, it's delaying the inevitable. Also, how's your dog doing? Hope he's well.
My dog's good, man. Thank you for asking. He's pretty...
Hello, Pyro. You should make a video on the beginner's guide. One of the most thought-provoking games I have ever played. It's by the same guy who made the Stanley Parable.
The beginner's guide. I haven't heard of that one, but I'll check it out. Thank you for the 10. Is he using the video? Is he using the lawsuit to delay Coffee? I don't think so. I think, like, delaying the inevitable sucks. So Logan would kind of want it out the way. I think he genuinely thinks he can, like, silence Coffee, pretty much. Pyro, since you're being so nice to me and reading all my messages. Alright, mate, don't get an ego. You're not the only verified check market here I fell off. Do you reckon I should change my profile picture and just be the VHS guy instead of this disembodied tape thing? Yeah, you could do. I mean, object head stuff works pretty well. I think it's funny, because like you'll change your icon on Discord and stuff all the time and on Twitter, but then on your YouTube profile picture is like, oh my god, if I change it to something bad, it's like I'm gonna fall off. Like what I did with when I updated my profile picture, I just literally got an artist to draw the same thing but just better. So that's usually a safe shout instead of like changing it entirely.
Makes no sense. We're gonna go through it because from the beginning, there's problems. Logan's 5 lawyers tried to discredit me as a journalist. They paint me as someone who wanted money. They say I had a false and...
I mean, that is true though. It is true. I don't mean, I'm not like a Logan Paul Glazer here, but like you are benefiting from exposing him. It's not like you're doing it on like a fully monetized video that might have merch or might have a sponsor as well. So even though I believe that for Coffee that is not the main reason.
How are you doing, Pyro? I hope everything is okay with you. It would be a shame for Britain's top femboy to get hurt.
So true. Thank you for the 10, Bon. Yeah, even though I don't believe that he's doing it just for the viewership. Hang on. Perpetuate this false narrative despite knowing it to be completely and utterly false in order to enhance his own profile and increase his viewership. Oh, I see. They're basically making it out that he's basically lying to grow his channel. That you could have so easily said like, oh yeah, no, we're doing it like he could also be benefiting as well, but no, that's cap. That is cap. Yeah. I think CoffeeZilla's really nice. Like I've spoke to him a bit on Discord. I think I'm trying to get him to voice in the Darkwood video, but I'm still trying to find a character. It's funny because he said to me, you could tell like he was a little bit on edge. He was like, well, not on edge, but he was like, I will say anything you want me to for the Darkwood video within reason, as long as it's not promoting something. So he's obviously very against that, but obviously in his line of work, like, yeah, you would be. Imagine I just get him to read like a Gamersub sponsor or something.
Malicious narrative. But you know who doesn't believe that? You know who secretly praises me behind the scenes?
This journalist, YouTuber, crypto uncoverer guy named CoffeeZilla, who's incredible, by the way. A very thorough, good-hearted, smart guy did a deep dive into this project that I attempted to make called CryptoZoo.
That's right. It's Logan Paul. He's the biggest enemy of Logan Paul's defamation case. Who knew?
This guy, this deep dive uncoverer guy, he's so great. I love him. Anyway, here's the lawsuit.
Because defamation requires actual malice and a reckless disregard for the truth. But he just admitted on camera that I am thorough and good-hearted. Maybe that's why he wanted to remove.
Yeah, it's obviously like a bit of a protection for himself, right? It's like if I say nice things about CoffeeZilla, I won't get lumped in.
Move that video from the internet.
Logan is restarted. No, I disagree. I think he's very smart and he knows to surround himself around very intelligent, business-minded people.
According,
it's why like you'll see that a lot of people that live in like that kind of LA scene and stuff like that. Because Logan, even though he lives in like, where does he live now? He lives with Jake in like some tax haven where he inflates the country because he pays like no tax. I forget, but he would have made all his contacts in LA and now he's just chilling there pretty much.
To the YouTuber who released it.
The only issue that was ever communicated was remove this crypto stuff, remove this CryptoZoo stuff. If CryptoZoo is in there, if CoffeeZilla's in there, I'm not going to promote it.
Yeah, remove that
The way that smile faded.
CryptoZoo stuff, that CoffeeZilla stuff. Doesn't look good.
Is Logan the suicide forest dude or is that Jake? Are we that new gen? Am I getting that old that people don't even know anymore? Am I actually getting that old? Dear God. That's a horrifying thought. That's a horrifying thought that new gens are just have no idea that even happened.
When you compliment the guy you're trying to sue. Maybe that's why Logan isn't even suing me for my original investigation at all, despite most of this lawsuit being a ridiculous
bro born in 2018
fanfic about how I took Logan out of context, that Logan was a
God, I'm 27, man. I'm actually rotting. God. 27? Like, I'm 27. You're meant to be young. I feel like I'm 45.
victim, that I withheld text messages. Logan isn't suing me for any of the original.
Pyro, even if you have a leafy think death and go fat and bald, at least you won't look like Mini Lad.
Are you Pyro's next fetish for the 10? Yeah, I wonder what happened with Mini Lad. He just completely... I remember he tried to come back a couple of times, but yeah, it was over.
Investigation, though, because he knows he...
I swear, wasn't his excuse just my mindset was lebad?
Hey Pyro, another YouTuber named BeanBuddy used clips from your Made Outfits stream. That's it. Thought it was cool to see you in something I didn't expect. Lamau.
Based. Thank you for the 10. Yeah, I need to do another maid stream again. I think I made more money off that maid stream than I have like any stream in the past month.
He can't. Instead, at the end of the lawsuit, we find what my defamation really is. I'm being sued for 2 videos and 1 tweet where I advocated for refunds. For the victims. Yes, you heard me right. Logan Paul sued me after I tried to get
BW Pyro Shark mod on Game Banana.
Oh, gotta make a fucking account. Yeah, forget that. Forget that. I'm good. I actually can't be asked. All right, yeah. I literally just had to sign into like an 8-month-old account. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
his fans, the CryptoZoo investors, a full refund. Remember, there are two parts to CryptoZoo, the NFTs and the Zoo tokens, and Logan chose only to refund the NFTs, which is a minority of the losses, and I had a major problem with that. I told Logan this, I've stated over and over my opinion, that it is disappointing for someone as rich as Logan to not make things fully right, and instead only pay back a small part of the losses while fighting the rest of the victims in court.
I know for a fact that he's regretting CryptoZoo so much as well, because he's probably clearing more money every month on Prime than what CryptoZoo ever made. And he's just like, oh, if only I never touched that stuff, man. If only I never touched it.
And it's those videos and tweet where I ask for refunds, which I'm being sued for. The first video in question is about Logan Paul not paying out refunds for 6 months. The second video was about Logan's partial refund, having a clause to make sure you couldn't sue him.
Like, he's trying to sue CoffeeZilla, but like, Logan surely knows this, right? He's creating a Streisand effect. But you're trying to censor him, but what you're going to do is make CoffeeZilla like absolutely rent-free about you.
For the rest of your refund. And
it's like there's other stuff that Coffee's covered as well that he's done a really good stuff on, like the whole Ryan P stuff with, where is that? There we go. Insane creator scam. The whole Ryan P stuff there with Misfits, like that. No one talks about that anymore because like Ryan and everyone involved kept their head down and they just went like radio silent. That's actually his most viewed video as well since. That's on 7 mil. Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that whole situation was actually so messed up.
in the tweet, I simply said, Logan's the type of guy to thank you for exposing a scam and block you when you remind him to pay up. I mean, yeah, now he's the type of guy to then sue you. Now, I'm sure Logan...
I remember when Logan was like, he was like really sad on Twitter, and every tweet he made, it was like his, you had to, he turned all his replies off. So you couldn't even reply to him unless you were like bum buddies with him.
doesn't like it when I say things like Logan's victims or Logan's scam.
Logan is just baiting to get more attention. Probably true. I mean, Logan is definitely surrounded by a lot of people that are smarter than him telling him exactly what to do. So
But I have a question. If they're not Logan's victims, whose victims are they? Even Logan admits they are victims. He told me via text, just thought we had the same goal of helping victims instead of a divisive social media war. So he agrees people have been wronged by his game. You know, the thing that he said will earn you money.
It's a really fun game that makes you money.
So how are these not Logan's victims? He, of course, would say it's his business partner's fault. But remember...
Yeah, that's right. He was like blaming all the people that are involved, but like he was like apparently absolved of any kind of guilt, which is just really bizarre.
Jake and Eddie have been out of the picture for years, and yet CryptoZoo hasn't been released, despite Logan constantly promising it, and of course also threatening to sue me.
We're gonna handle this ourselves while we continue to build CryptoZoo, and I'll see you in court. By the time this comes
God, that was so bitter.
out, it'll be done.
And I'll see you in court.
Be made. You're gonna have the opportunity to get your money back if you want, if you don't want to play the game. And I'm gonna take care of the people who made me look like it.
You know what's really scary? I feel like I've kind of grown up with Logan Paul. Because he definitely looks older now. He definitely looks like he's like in his 30s. Like he definitely takes good care of himself. I think the beard does also add like a couple years on as well. That tends to be the case. But I remember like, dude, we go back, man. I remember like the Japan forest, like damn. Crazy.
This was a scam perpetrated by me.
Right. Logan wants to sue me and release a finished
I was
CryptoZoo
reading
game.
the new podcast's comments, which is a mistake, but do you get the whole Charlie fence sitter thing? Cause I don't like he has normie opinions on drama, like you want him to say yeah I believe that the YouTube pedophile is good actually.
I mean, the way
Have
I've...
you seen Nodobi Wants to Die? It's an actually good detective video game I think you'd like.
Nobody Wants to Die? No, I haven't seen it. Yeah, I think the problem is in that sense, like with Critical and that, like people will always have an issue with him. Is because if your takes are more center, both sides end up kind of hating you. It's basically the highest risk, highest reward strat because you inform everyone on a topic, but then obviously, you know, you become hated by both sides. It's difficult. That's why you'll see a lot of people online and they tend to gravitate towards one political sphere. They'll either be like really, really left-leaning, or they'll be like really, really right-leaning. And they'll say that they're like, you know, they'll say that they're there for like everyone and progressive and stuff, but then obviously when it comes to actual opinions, you'll see what they've actually got to say and stuff. I still think my takes were pretty good. Like, I'm not educated on like the whole trans stuff. I'm really not. And a lot of people told me stuff afterwards that I got wrong. You know, and it's like, okay, well, you know, I'd much rather say stuff and get it wrong and ask questions and learn than just sit there too scared to actually say anything at all.
But he's only done one of those. Since Logan can't blame his partners, Jake and Eddie, for this because they've been out of the picture, do you think he'll take accountability for not launching CryptoZoo? No. This time, he blames the government. He says releasing CryptoZoo has too many regulatory hurdles. Maybe they should have thought of that before multi-millions of dollars of zoo tokens and eggs were sold. And now Logan would rather blame the government than take accountability. Or if you let him keep talking, Logan might rant about internet reporters having too much responsibility.
These internet journalists, internet investigative reporters have...
I like how we put private jet engine to like do him dirty.
Pyro FR play Nobody Wants to Die, actual A+ banger of a game. One for few history books if you will. A possible certified hood classic. Can confirm with last guy.
Nobody Wants to Die. You're the second guy in a row asking me to play that. Ooh, what is this? Ooh. Ooh. Is it first person? If it's top down, I'm closing this.
Chaser.
Oh, this is the detective game. Okay, hang on.
I'll tell you what time does.
Oh, it came out like 2 weeks ago, damn. Oh, it is first person. Okay, I'm actually interested now. I'm gonna buy that. Bro, I'll be honest, if it was some top-down thing, I would have just been like, nah, I'm good. Oh, it's only 20 quid though. The game's only 20 quid.
Having a goal.
That's not a good sign. That means it's gonna be very fucking short. That means it's gonna be very short. I'm gonna buy it though, hang on. Isn't Darkwood top down? Yeah. But like dude, I've been going through so many top down games. Like I'm playing through what's it called again? Conscript. Like I can't do much more, man.
Way too much responsibility on their hands that is being mismanaged and wielded in a really inappropriate way.
It's honestly...
I think what he's saying is very smart there, though, with Logan. He's not trying to antagonize any of the commentary channels. He's saying that they have, like, a great amount of responsibility put on them, and they don't, like, utilize it. It's not direct blaming. It's almost like making it out that they've chosen to be, like, superheroes, like Spider-Man or something. So that's clever.
Funny to watch this guy whine about his
He's really trying to like diffuse a situation that hasn't even happened yet.
Problems, which you can barely hear over what sounds like a private jet. Which brings me to another
Okay, that is kind of out of touch. That's funny.
Problem Logan has. Part of any defamation
That'll probably be added into the lawsuit. He brought up that I had a private jet. I actually don't.
Case is damages and proving someone has harmed your reputation. But isn't Logan richer than ever with Prime? And did he have a reputation to harm? His lawsuit shows comments calling Logan a scammer, possibly to suggest he's been hurt by my videos.
Love to see CopyZilla putting pressure on Logan the scammer again.
Here money.
Oh, thank you, Sam, for the 10. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Did they use a Kavos comment in their lawsuit? Okay, that's pretty funny, actually. Oh, I guess they did it because he's like the only verified one. So like that would have been like, you know, oh, look, even big YouTubers are saying it.
But you have to have a reputation to lose one. And by the time of my reporting in question, Logan Paul was already...
It's still being manipulative because he's purposely downplaying the trouble. Oh, no, 100%. I'm not saying it's not... I mean, it's more manipulative, if anything. Because he's not directly flaming them because he knows the internet will hate him.
Accused of participating in multiple crypto...
I definitely do think, though, like, commentary as a whole don't have as much influence as they think they do. Like, for example, look at Mr. Beast, right? Like, he's just still uploading. Like, he was able to duck all of that. And he did have an insane amount of dislikes, to be fair. But it's just little kids and stuff like that that are watching the videos. Like, he can keep uploading. It's funny to think, though, like, they must have cranked out that Mr. Beast video so quickly. Because there is no, like, Ava is not in that video at all, so they probably already cut her out. They must have had that just ready to go straight away.
Crypto pump and dump schemes. That article does
Jimmy's gonna get dropped by Google Preferred. Probably not.
not reference my work. So Logan had
Hello,
already had...
Pyro. This is my first donation. I really wanted to say I am a long-time viewer since 2016, and I'm happy to see the shift in your content to long-form videos like the Cry of Fear and Cruelty Squad videos. Your
Damn.
long-time viewer from Saudi Arabia.
TH Kill, thank you for the $50, man. This is what I mean. I'm saying we got like the oil princes in here now. $50, man. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Thank you.
How to deal with rats in conscript. They are everywhere in Chapter 2 even after grenading the holes.
Yeah, they tend to spawn in anyway. You gotta burn the bodies. You gotta use oil on the bodies that you pick up, the green canisters, and then you gotta use a lighter to set them on fire. It's very messy.
a reputation as a scammer before my investigation, at least if you believe their allegations. So this lawsuit from beginning to end is groundless, meritless, frivolous, and Logan knows that because behind the scenes, in clips he didn't want to get out, he's saying I'm thorough and good-hearted. But in public, he wants to sue me, silence me, and cost me money, because that's the one department where we both know he's got me beat. We might have facts, we might even have evidence, but he's got all the money and the lawyers.
Could you imagine, like, Logan Paul pulling up to court and it's like, guys, look how dishonest CoffeeZilla is. His background's fake. It's all a green screen. It's all a green screen. It's not even real, guys. Oh, what's this donut?
Have you seen that Dogpack 404, the maker of the Mr. Beast Expose video, is going to release part 2 in like 30 hours?
Really?
First Dono BTW. Been around since the Cuphead review.
Thank you, Ono, for the 7 months. Thank you, Everett, for the 10. I've been told by chat he's dropping another video. We can definitely watch that. 30. Oh, I thought you said 30 minutes. 30 hours. Yeah. Okay.
Got all the money and the lawyers.
CoffeeZilla isn't even his real name. It's like, his background's fake. And it's not his real name. He's not a coffee.
And this is where I have to get to my one embarrassing mistake in all of this. See, my defense against rich people like Logan Paul is media insurance, for frivolous lawsuits. So when I was sued, I immediately called my insurance company to file a claim, so I wouldn't have to pay for it. But they told me,
wait, you can get your
stream for 30 hours to watch it.
Stream for 30 hours? Hell no. Dude, I saw Pirate Software, the one that works with Ludwig's company. Like, he's been streaming for like 12 hours. I don't know how you do it.
Have you ever considered collaborating with the Twitch streamer Jabroni Mike?
Jabroni Mike. I don't know who that is. That name rings a bell, though. Thank you for the 10. Thank you, Baconator, for 23. If you're not one for top-down games, there's the Perpetua demo on Steam. FPS stealth shooter. What? Oh, this is the anime one, right? That was a demo for it? Okay. Cool. Thank you, Veen, for the 10. I posted 2 artworks on your subreddit a while ago. And might be very nice. The username goes by btext. Yeah, your dono didn't come through. I'm not sure why. I think you used too many sound effects, but thank you.
they're not going to pay. They're trying to get out of covering us, using lawyers and fine print. It's a long story that I will be explaining on my second channel because insurance...
Oh yeah, I remember this. So CoffeeZilla obviously saw that all the commentary channels started a daily Andy channel. Hang on. And he started doing daily uploading, but I think he stopped because he just realized how soul draining doing daily uploads is. Where was it? Ah, here we go. Yeah. This is when he was doing daily uploads. And he was turbo juicing. Like... Yeah, there we go, like 1 mil. Actually, the views are kind of all over the place, but yeah. But yeah, he tried to do like a daily Andy channel, but then I kind of think he realized like, yeah, this is a lot to pump, because I don't think people realize like pumping out content every single day on a second channel, it is like pretty time consuming, you know, to put all of it out, to get all the research done, especially because everyone now wants to like beat each other to covering a topic first. So it does just get like, oh, like having to cover everything and make sure it's correct, so you're not saying Metro's booming track. We could watch this one afterwards, actually.
Underwriting is very boring. But suffice to say,
and you also watch 64 for the 22 months.
I may have even gotten scammed. I'm not quite sure. For now, the bottom line is we have to fight Logan with our personal funds. Which
I didn't know that you could get insurance to cover a lawsuit. I didn't know that.
Can you play the Joy of Creation demo? It's not too long and well made.
Holy shit. Guys, you're all asking me to play different stuff. Joy of Creation? I've heard of that. What is it? Oh, the FNAF game. Oh yeah, I saw the Geese guy play that. Okay.
Which means I need to ask for your support. If you want to help and are able to help.
I'll be honest, I don't think we can get through everything on this stream today, guys. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch CoffeeZilla's other video. And then I think I'm going to go
I've seen Utopia due to your video. Any other shows like it or similar in quality?
Oh, thank you, Sam, for the 40. Appreciate it, man. Any other shows like Utopia? I can't think of any, man. I can't think of any. Like, I watched Smile, the horror film, only because Cristobal did the soundtrack of Utopia, and he did the soundtrack for Smile. That's the only reason I watched it. TV shows...
Hey Pyro, been a long time viewer since before Carsex, hope your day is going well. Also, have you heard of a game called Cultic? Seems pretty up your alley.
Cultic is really good. It is really good. Yeah, I can't think of a TV series off the top of my head, man. I'm sorry. Mr. Robot was pretty good. If you want similar vibes, I think Sam that made Mr. Robot definitely watched Utopia before making that show. That is also a that's a really good show, and it has a satisfying conclusion.
There are 2 ways to contribute to our fight against Logan Paul. One, you can join our Patreon, which supports the channel. Or you can buy exclusive merch at coffeezilla.store, where we just released the...
I swear, whenever a YouTuber promotes like merch, I just skip straight away. But this is for a good cause. This is for a good cause, guys.
CoffeeZilla defense drop. That's right. Life hands you lawsuits.
I like how it's like, you know, taking it in strides as well. He's like, that's why we got exclusive merch. It's pre-order. Oh, I see. So it's not like a drop. It's made to order. That's pretty cool. Damn, I like that one. I like that one. That one's really good. It depends what the material is, though. Like, I mean, not for this guy, Jesus. He just needs the money for his lawsuit. Like, it can be whatever. But it's, yeah, I swear, like, so many YouTubers always use, like, the Gildan Fruit of the Loom garbage. I'm trying to find... Wait, I feel like this is a bad moment, but I'm gonna show my merch. Hang on. I think we got some lying around. Give me a sec. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Boys, honest thoughts. Honest thoughts. Would we be wait, wrong way. Would we be wearing this, boys? Would we be wearing this? I'm not doing a good job show. I'm just gonna put it on. Okay. Would we be wearing this? Ah? Ah? I think it looks sick. Look at that. Got the little TV guy there. Got the little designs on the... What is that? What do you mean, no? It looks sick. What do you mean? Look at that.
Me bombo klar art fart maxing right now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're not releasing it then. No.
Straight up jorking it, bro.
On a more serious note, fight me pyro, schmeetster to schmeetster.
Where'd my headphones go? All right. I'm back. Do we really not like it? Dude, I thought it looked sick. Okay, you guys, L in chat. L chat today. Everyone's got like their little brother logged into their account or something. Thank you. I'm suing, waiting for refunds. I used to like CoffeeZilla. CoffeeZilla defense. CoffeeZilla is watching. Okay, I actually like these. They're pretty based. Damn, look at that one. I'm suing. Meow, 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 meow. Reddit will love the cat one. The design on that one is sick, though. I love that one. Oh, yeah, I love stuff that looks like blueprints in that as well.
Main channel video sometime on Project Zomboid, one of my fav games.
Project Zomboid. Like, I'm autistic, but I'm not autistic enough to get into that game. I've tried it a couple of times. Buy now and get a limited edition lawsuit with your offer. Yeah, that actually looks really good. I love when it does like blueprint stuff like that. That's sick. How much is he charging? Yeah, I don't like long sleeve t-shirts, I'll be honest. I really don't like them. He says after he just shown a Christmas sweater. Oh, it's £21. That's not, no, that's all right. That one's okay. That one's okay. This didn't happen, and if it did, it wasn't that bad. And if it was, that's not a big deal. And if it is, it's not final. It's like a repeating pattern.
I've been watching since 2016 and am one of the 10 girls here. I love the long videos. I've seen all of them at least 2 or 3 times and am so excited for the Darkwood video 3.
Thank you, Dr. Leah Polygon, but you're not fooling anyone. Not a single woman watches this channel. Nice try, though. Right.
You get rejected by your insurance, make merch. So here's the deal. These shirts will be available for pre-order for only the next 14 days. And 100% of
no, I haven't.
Profit
I give it the 10.
we make from selling them will go to this lawsuit. If for some weird reason there's money left over, it will be dedicated to future legal costs for this channel. I just want to let you know they're available, and it's a cool way to support the lawsuit while also getting something in return. I didn't want to just set up a GoFundMe. So if you want to...
Yeah, that's also true. Like, you're buying something and you're actually getting something back that is, like, giga-based. That's really good.
Do that.
The TV guy on the merch needed to more fat.
No pre-order.
What did he mean by that? Thank you for the 10, Pyro.
Take a few weeks to get done because we make them after you order. And remember, you have 14 days.
Been a fan since Japanese forest incident. What are your thoughts on altered carbon and cyberpunk in general? Love you.
Thank you, Segalar. I haven't seen Altered Carbon, I'll be honest.
And you can get that at coffeezilla.store. I'll link that below. It's coffeezilla.store. All right, now we're going to shift gears and talk about the final part of this lawsuit.
I'm surprised he put that at the midpoint. But to be fair, yeah, if you put like a merch shill at the beginning, that's why like whenever you work with a brand for YouTube, like Nord or like Opera or something, they always say, can you put it at the start of the video? And it's like, no. And then they say why, and it's like, because you'll kill the video. Like if you click on a video and there's immediately an ad, the abandonment rate is like 90%. Like, I'm not joking, right? You know Darkwood? I'm hoping it's gonna get 1 million views a day for like a week. That's what I'm hoping. I don't think it'll get that, but that'd be nice. But yeah, I think like if I put a sponsor at the very beginning of Darkwood, 90% of people that would click on it that weren't subs would just abandon it straight away.
Why did
it's crazy.
Logan?
I want to look into it more because I feel like there is like a scientific study behind it, right? Like why do we do that? Why, whenever we see an ad, we immediately skip it? Like, you know, if I see whenever I see a YouTuber that does an ad shill, I just
Pyro, go watch it.
I use Segalar for the 10. There has to be a phenomena behind that, right? Like a name. Jealousy. Just how much they got paid.
Paul, sue me now. It's been...
We don't want to see it? No, I know we don't want to see it. Attention roadblock. Oh, yeah. That's true, actually. The ad doesn't appeal to us. Also true.
Been over a year since he apologized.
Ads are annoying. Yeah, I'll be honest. Like, I'm on YouTube Premium. And I just, like, as soon as I get an ad, I just disengage. It's like Twitch. Like, my brain is so rotten, I can't watch Twitch anymore. I mean, I got no reason to anyway, because I'm not on the platform. But whenever I go on it on accident and I see, like, someone streaming, it's like, ooh, what are you doing? And then I get, like, 2 half-a-minute long ads. It's like, nah, I don't care that much. I'm sorry. We don't like it when we're forced to consume, and we're okay when we actively decide, but that's a rare one, unless it's crazy good ad quality. Yeah, like Internet Historian did great ads. I remember he did one ad read and he roasted mine, saying it was low energy.
Thank you, CoffeeZilla. I am very grateful for your work and your investigation, and I mean that. Thank you, bro.
It might seem strange, but I've got some fun facts for you that may or may not be related. Did you know 6 days before the lawsuit, I had featured Logan Paul in a teaser for a video? Did you know 21 hours before the lawsuit, I had texted Logan for comment? Did you know I told him he had 24 hours to respond?
Liquid Marketplace got accused, as did 3 of the top executives. Given that I spoke with you about these allegations over a year ago, I wanted to ask for comment. I can give you 24 hours to respond.
And Logan sued me 3 hours before the deadline. Yep, that's right.
Oh, he sued him 3 hours before him responding closed. Mr. Finston, we represent Logan Paul. On Mr. Paul's behalf this morning, we filed a defamation action against you and your entity Coffee Break Productions LLC in the United States District
Chin the
Court.
Conqueror. A sloppy furry, Pyro was expanding his chins to all corners of the continent. When they came to his neck, they demanded immediate control. Pyro warned them that he would not sit passively while they took control.
The Great Wall of China. Attached is a court-stamped copy of the complaint, which alleges 3 counts for defamation arising from your repeated publication of false statements accusing Mr. Paul of operating a scam in connection with CryptoZoo, despite knowing that narrative surrounding Mr. Paul's intent to be completely false. Yet they keep doing this. It's like they keep saying, like, you're lying. You know you're lying, so we're going to sue you. Additionally, we know that you reached out to Mr. Paul yesterday regarding the Ontario Securities Commission against 3 individuals, not Mr. Paul, associated with Liquid Marketplace. Should you choose to proceed with any reporting on Liquid Marketplace, please know that Mr. Paul intends to hold you fully accountable in the event you make any further defamatory statements akin to those. Okay, that's actual gag order. Damn. Yeah, that is intimidation. Straight up. They're even saying, like, oh, if you talk about Logan, by the way, like, he's going to hold you fully accountable. That was literally meant to scare the shit out of him, so he stopped talking about it. I could not imagine a worse person to go up against. Like, if he did that to, like, a commentary Andy, like, that might work and then just cry on Twitter. But, like, going against CoffeeZilla, where his entire thing is like investigative journalism, like that is holy Paul.
Logan's lawyers then threatened me in that lawsuit email that if I report on this new story, Logan might hold me accountable. And Logan's definition of accountability seems to mean he'll sue me, which is why I believe this lawsuit was not designed to win, but to shut me up, to threaten me, using Logan's wealth and a federal court system without anti-slap to send a message. Do not tell that story. Of course, I don't believe that's the only reason I was sued. Clearly,
It's like, CoffeeZilla, can you stop? Can you stop, please? Stop doing the coverage. Thank you.
Logan wanted to sue me for a while, but I believe this new investigation played a role.
When I saw the last Mr. Breast YouTuber's video and Logan was super nice to everyone, it looked like the start of a redemption arc. Yeah. I mean, Logan is a nice person. Like, he can be a nice person. But I think he's also very money orientated. So, and I think he kind of puts that ahead of, like, you know, being a genuine person. Because all the people that got scammed through CryptoZoo, he never met any of them really. So it's like, you know, he kind of has that cognitive dissonance. You know, the same reason why, like, most people aren't vegan, because they just eat, like, they'll eat meat. But, you know, like, I swear, like, my sister, right? She's not vegan. She'll eat, like, she'll eat beef and stuff like that. But then when she sees a cow, she's like, oh, little cow, little baby. Oh, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. And then you go home and it's like, steak, yummy, because the cow, like, isn't in the room with you. It's just that cognitive dissonance. Like, Logan can't see his victims, so he just pretends that they're not there.
In pulling the trigger. Maybe Logan's team will deny this. Maybe they'll say it's coincidence they sued 3 hours before a deadline. Maybe it's coincidence I announced a story about Logan 6 days before, and maybe it's coincidence that
Logan doesn't care at all. I think he does. But again, he definitely has an ego. He absolutely has an ego. Like, bro wants to run for president in the future. He actually wants to run for president. And that kind of shows, like, that's not to change America. That would, he'd be sat there in a room with his mates thinking, if I became president, like, him becoming president is not to change America for the better. It's literally a bucket list thing for him. So that shows, like, quite unhinged.
Logan's lawyers threatened me about this news story while suing me for...
He wants to be... Wait, really? Yeah, but he'll be like Kanye, where he gets, like, 5 votes. Like, no one's going to vote for him.
...for the last story that I hadn't discussed in 6 months. But I don't think so.
I know that Mr. Beast wanted to run for president as well. That was a thing.
Either way, when someone threatens new reporting in a lawsuit about...
Bro's going to make a prime tax. No, he'd tax every drink you could get in a convenience store that wasn't prime. So, like, bottles of water.
Old reporting.
I think Logan is actually trying to be nice, but he can't let go of his narcissistic ego and just decides from there.
The effect is the same. So, what was this new story? Well, it's partly about a Canadian law enforcement investigation, and it's partly about something I told Logan to help him. Yes, believe it or not, I tried to help Logan Paul. To explain, we need to go back to when CryptoZoo first...
Trying to help Logan Paul? So when he shot that big guy in, like, of Mice and Men at the end of the film.
...got exposed. Logan said he was going to sue me, but got backlash. So he called me to apologize.
Oh, that's right. He said he was going to sue... I'm trying to remember the law here. He said he was going to sue CoffeeZilla, and then he deleted the video because it got so much backlash, because somehow he thought in his head going after a big, well-respected YouTuber was going to end well for him. Actually, clueless meme.
Guys, he said he was wrong and wanted to make things right. I made it clear refunds are the absolute right move going forward, and to my surprise, he agreed. 100%, man.
Based on your first... I read bait. My brain is rotten. Based on what? Based on your first 2 videos, I just want to restate what I said on the call, though. I think this change in direction is the 100% right call. Not for me or you, but the actual people affected by this. Refunds are the absolute right move going forward. 100%, man. We're on the same page.
We're on the same page. But
I love watching screenshots between 2 people that aren't friends, because they both talk like this is going to be screenshotted, and this is like a Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. It's like they're both talking as if they know at any moment things can go sour, and the other person will screenshot the conversation and use it as a narrative. Like, I got a feeling that when Logan said 100% we're on the same page, he was like, fuck you, I can't be us. But, like, he acts respectful. You know, he probably just slammed his phone on his, like, $250K Louis Vuitton couch, and he was like, I fucking hate that guy.
But we weren't. Logan now doesn't use the word refund. He calls this a buyback. But at the time, I need you to understand, I thought Logan was going to announce a full refund. So I began trying to help him. And dare I say, I was even nice to the guy.
Power for Prime Minister, vote reform.
You can see that I tried to offer people who...
Following up on our conversation of refunds for victims and who might be able to do it from a technical perspective, the owner of Blank and I talked today, and he said his team might be up for it and interested. They do blockchain tracing and investigations on Telegram.
Greetings, Pyro. I apologize for the interruption, but did you know that someone uploaded Utopia, the series, fully? I was going to watch your vid again and I saw it in the search. Looking forward to Darkwood.
Thank you, Steve, for the 10. Yeah, I know a guy uploaded the entire thing. I think it was, he's got Wilson as his profile picture, right, on YouTube. I think it's the same guy. This is just one option, and I was light on details, as I'm sure you'd want to explain yourself, but feel free to follow up if you want.
Might be able to trace blockchain damages to refund people. And in the same spirit, I made Logan aware of potential problems at a different company he co-owned, called Liquid Marketplace.
On a platform that I co-founded called Liquid Marketplace.
It's actually crazy, like, YouTubers like Logan and, like, Cody Co and stuff. They own so... Like, I don't think you guys understand, like... The reason why a lot of YouTubers don't upload that much and they get told that they fell off is because that they work in so many other companies, and then they realize, why the hell am I doing YouTube, bro? Like, I'm putting myself on camera every day when I can just, like, own, like, 5 companies and make, like, 10 times as much money. It's like, Cody Co owned a lot of companies. He owned part of Liquid Death, the sparkling water company. Logan just owned, like, a bunch of NFT stuff, which is always very dodgy, because if that gets out in the public eye, then you just look awful.
It allows co-ownership of top-tier assets. So instead of one person, me owning this card, we as a collective can co-own it together.
This was a fractionalized collectible platform where Logan sold things like...
I like as well, if anyone noticed, that Cody hasn't uploaded since the allegation. It's coming up to 3 weeks now. So, personally, I think when a YouTuber gets involved in drama, you've probably got around a month to respond, I think. Anything after that, it's like you're probably trying to kind of slink away. You know, I think, like, the first couple weeks is a good time to kind of lick your wounds and stuff and get into a better mental state of mind so you don't butcher a response. And then the other 2 weeks, I like to actually formulate it. But yeah, it's so weird how fast the news cycle is right now that everyone actually forgot about Cody Co. It's wild.
Like roughly half of a $5 million Pokemon card. The idea was you could buy tokens.
Oh yeah, I remember when he did this. It's like you could own part of the card. But like, he wouldn't cut it up and send it to you. He wore it around his neck every day, especially during like WWE events. And it's like you could point at it on the TV and be like, look, mum, I own 5% of that. Like, that is the biggest scam imaginable. You don't even own like a tangible piece of the card.
Partial ownership in rare collectibles. That video, by the way, got 8 million views. And a lot of people are collectibles.
What was it called again? I bought the world's most... Oh, yeah,
that video, by the way, got 8 million views. And a lot of...
I do like how Logan works, though. It's like he buys something that ridiculously expensive just to make more money off it.
People bought into this platform. The problem was, I had heard troubling stories about this company, and I was trying to verify if the claims were true. So I had gone to the CEO, Ryan Bahadori, to ask him questions, but he kept dodging meetings. And I don't mean he refused meeting with me. I mean, we would set up meetings and then he did not.
Right, I'm sitting here in our meeting room waiting for you as per our calendar meeting. Jesus. Why does CoffeeZilla talks like your he talks like a HR email? I would be scared getting an email like that. As a quick reminder, we've rescheduled this already twice based on your requests. Hope to hear from you. Yeah, that is that's like a parents' evening email. That's like a I'm not angry, I'm disappointed email. Thank you. Upno home. I can't say it, dude. I don't know. Upno. I'm gonna call you Upno. Thank you, Upno, for the 25. Appreciate it, man.
Not show up. So I was troubled. And I brought this up to Logan. I figured if he's gonna make one company right, make them all right. Otherwise, it might come back to bite him. I mean, can you imagine the disaster if another one of Logan Paul's co-founded companies was discovered to have scammed his fans? Hypothetically, that would be a very bad look. So I'm thinking, while he refunds CryptoZoo, Logan can push the CEO to talk with me, and I can figure out the truth. Maybe Logan can fix it if there's something wrong. And you can see Logan responds to me. He says, "Gonna push Ryan to talk to you." Again, appreciate it, man. Now, I don't hear back from Ryan or Logan about this, so after a while, I follow up again.
Yeah, I swear whenever you get messages like that, like, oh, I'll get my guy on it. He'll speak to you soon. There is no guy. You'll never hear back from these people.
Yeah, you're right about the response thing. People just low-key forget about him, Alex. But not like he could really make a plausible response.
Yeah, that's another one as well. Like, I feel like the way with the amount of YouTubers that have been called out and stuff recently, what's going to happen is they're all going to drop responses within the same week. Like, you know, a lining of the moons meme, or there'll just be nothing, like no response at all.
I say, let me know if Ryan plans on talking. A lot of nasty stories still out there about Liquid Marketplace, embezzlement, etc., and he's dodged meeting me already once. Now, obviously, the most shocking part of this is the word embezzlement. I need to make it clear. This is not an accusation. I am not accusing Logan Paul or Liquid Marketplace of wrongdoing. I brought it up in our texts because it is my job to investigate unverified claims. That's the whole point of me wanting to meet with the CEO, but I was stonewalled. Logan never replied.
Yeah, you can really tell he's been careful what he says here as well. Damn. Because they would have, like, Logan and his team will be watching this video like a hawk, like trying to find anything they can to like include in the lawsuit.
Despite me reminding him again via email 5 months later.
Hey Logan, I've been trying to reach you by phone for 5 months and you haven't responded. It occurs to me that maybe you changed your number, so I thought I'd be sure to forward all my messages to you to make sure that you got them below my messages. But for clarity, in my first message, I'm discussing conversation to get Ryan, CEO of Liquid Marketplace, in a room to talk about the serious accusations of embezzlement and potential fraud. You initially told me you'd be sure he'd meet after I brought up the fact that the rumors had begun circling. I haven't heard back from you or Ryan.
That I wanted to talk to Ryan about, quote, embezzlement.
I think, like, I do like CoffeeZilla, I really do. I love all of his videos, and he does an amazing job. I sound like Logan Paul here, Jesus. But I think it's like, you know where it's like you get a serious accusation, and it's like, oh, I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying there's, like, allegations. I don't know. I think that's, I mean, to be fair, though, it's not like Logan Paul is a goody two-shoes and he's got a perfect track record, so I guess he has to use that kind of language. I really don't like the word allegedly. I really don't. Because it's like, it's I've always seen it as like, I can make this really baseless accusation against you, but then if I just say the word allegedly, like before or after, I'm fine. I really don't like that. Like, I've done that before, and I've said in videos when I've said allegedly, I always say, like, I fucking hate using that word, especially recently. I really do. I think it's such a cowardly word. But I get it. I get it. Like, if he's seen rumors circulating around online, then he's allowed to say that he's seen them. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not saying you're doing embezzling, but I'm saying that I've seen people accuse you of that.
And, quote, potential fraud. Once again, not accusing anyone of wrongdoing. I'm simply doing my job at the time.
You can really tell, like, that's the second time he's reiterating that. He really does not want Logan to weaponize this against him.
To chase down rumors and unverified claims. Without concrete proof, I would have never talked about any of this. But
this is actually the correct context to use allegedly. Yeah, he's probably using it in like the only right way a YouTuber has.
But on June 19th, 2024, things changed because the Ontario Securities Commission revealed a Liquid Marketplace investigation where they accused Liquid Marketplace of being a multi-layered fraud, taking in $2.7 million from the sale of these fractionalized collectibles. The platform allegedly did not do exactly what it promised. Some of the blockchain tokens did not even mint. But even worse was the allegation that approximately
no dApps were minted, it's over.
$3 million was misappropriated from $10 million they raised of investor funds. This is a very similar claim to the one I had tried to verify. Ryan Bahadouri, the guy I tried to speak to, was accused of, quote, making hidden payments to shell corporations without any legitimate business purpose, as were two other of the founders. And Ryan was accused of, quote, using company credit cards to buy high-end fashion, expensive.
Why do they always do this? It's like the guy that owned Bungie, man. It's like he ended up buying himself like 2 cars or something. High-end fashion, expensive jewelry, watches, personal health, and luxury spa services. Bro got a back massage with the crypto money.
Jewelry and watches, personal health, and luxury spa services. If only there was someone who could have investigated this sooner.
Can you do membership ads 3 minutes mega stream? Thank you, Tovia, for the 5. That could be a good idea.
Now, it is really important to say Logan Paul is not accused by the OSC. Only 3 of his co-founders and his company is. But given the history, I had questions. After all, Logan's promotional video about Liquid Marketplace is still up. And the reason many people cared about Liquid Marketplace at all was arguably Logan Paul. So
yeah,
here were my.
It's okay. That's very fair. It's like the only reason that anyone buys Prime is because of KSI and Logan, because they're the face of it. So I think that's fair. No one would have heard of CryptoZoo, bro, unless Logan was shilling it everywhere.
Questions. And as I read this, it's important to correct. I say Liquid Marketplace got accused of embezzlement. Technically, the OSC alleged misappropriation of funds. Those are similar. They're not the same. So I wanted to correct that. But here's what I asked. Quote, did you take any action on hearing these allegations over a year ago? Did you get approached by the Ontario Securities Commission? And is it true that Liquid Marketplace lied about their claims of insurance, appraisals, and co-ownership as the Ontario Securities Commission alleges? You can see I gave him 24 hours to respond on June 26th at 2:03 p.m. And I was promptly sued June 27th at 11:28 a.m.
Yeah, 3 hours. 3 hours. He's probably lying on his couch on his phone. He's like, I can't be asked to type. Can you sue him, please? Thank you.
3 hours to spare. Now I want to
just sips on his Prime afterwards.
Be clear. I don't know the answers to the questions I sent. Maybe Logan secretly whistleblew to the OSC when I first went to him. I don't know. That's why you ask questions as a reporter. But now the story is not about those questions. It's about why I was sued immediately after asking them and threatened if I reported about Liquid Marketplace in a way they didn't like.
Prime is cringe. Every YouTuber I've met in the UK, they've been sent boxes of it. I must be one of the few YouTubers in the UK that has not been sent any Prime. I wonder why after the 70th time I talk shit about it in a video.
This is not how I wanted this story to come out, because there's still so much we don't know and so much I can't say now for legal reasons.
Going to NYC
maybe
later this month. Are you going to meet up with Big Guy Schlott?
Possibly. That's not the reason I'm going though. I was going to go with my sister and her boyfriend because they got some family in New York.
Logan's totally innocent. Maybe he surrounded himself with scumbags who defrauded his fans. Maybe he'll do a refund for this project. I don't know, because I never got the chance to find out. I tried to investigate, but I was stonewalled and sued when I asked questions. Make no mistake though, this investigation is still ongoing, and you can reach me at the email below if you were affected. I will release my full investigation when it's appropriate, because even if Logan doesn't want to answer questions,
yeah, he's fishing there. He's hoping that like more people kind of join in so he can build up a case, which is very smart. It's always smart to do like fishing expeditions like this to see if anyone else comes forward.
Doesn't mean I have to stop asking them. So in summary, Logan's lawsuit is not about my original reporting into CryptoZoo. Even if you take this lawsuit on its own without context, it's an argument over Logan not
Thank you, Umbre, for the 5.
refunding victims in full. It's Logan insisting he's not to blame. It's all his business partner's fault. But I don't think that aligns with
Yeah, that's crazy, like taking no responsibility at all, just like entirely blaming the people you work with.
the publicly known facts. That's my opinion. For years, Logan has controlled CryptoZoo.
Prime was €9 where you live. In Belgium. That is an actual crime. Why?
And yet, the game is still not out. Logan is now blaming the government for that instead of himself. And he also blames me for losing his good reputation, but you can't lose something you never...
That's a cope, come on. You're blaming CoffeeZilla for the fact that people don't like you? Are you serious? Throughout the ups and downs of his career... Wow, you are putting the Japanese forest lightly. Throughout the ups and downs of his career, including CryptoZoo, I like how they said Cryptozoo disappointment. It's like, oh, it's such a disappointment. It's not his fault though, just disappointment. Paul has learned to believe in the importance of accountability and taking responsibility for one's actions. Paul brings this defamation suit to hold Finderson accountable for his actions and to hold him liable for the immense harm he has caused Logan Paul's reputation through the intentional and reckless dissemination of defamatory falsehoods. Holy buzzword. I feel like I'm reading a Reddit post. Yeah, it's the fact that they're trying to point it, they're really overshooting here. I mean, first of all, it's like, Logan Paul has learned to believe in the importance of accountability. First of all, whoever wrote this, you would not be fucking saying any of this if you weren't on his payroll, by the way. That's so obvious. Jesus. Do you not just look at this stuff and you just think it's all such a sham? Like, just law and, like, legal proceedings. It's like, you know, trying to act like he's such a good character and such a good person, but it's like, you're only saying that because, like, you're on his fucking payroll. Like, he's paying you probably an insane amount of money to write all these good things. And then making it out that CoffeeZilla, like, knows the truth and he's hiding it and he's lying to, like, do as much damage. Like, oh my God.
Had. Not to mention, Logan is arguably richer than ever, and he's on the record finding my reporting thorough and good-hearted. So this defamation lawsuit feels frivolous even on the surface. But if you dig deeper, there's an even more compelling story, which I personally...
Prime is too sweet. Yeah, no, it's pretty bad. What was the thing I just read? I just read something. I swear it got deleted. Thank you, Henrique, for the 20. Hey, Pyro, don't worry. I will defend you when they call you Ollie London from Wish. I've seen like one guy on Reddit call me that. Allegedly, Pyro farts on stream. So true. Brat. What was the... Logan has never had a good reputation. He did have a bit of a redemption arc, to be fair. It's funny because him teaming up with KSI actually kind of saved his reputation. And I do think that Logan has told KSI that before. I swear I've heard that somewhere. I know that is like source my ass. But I swear I heard that. Like, Logan said to KSI, like, you gave me a second chance or something like that. Something like that. Because obviously KSI had so much goodwill after all the boxing. I haven't actually heard of... I haven't heard from KSI in a while now, actually. I'm not even sure what he's doing now.
Belief, where the goal is to crush new investigations while taking revenge on old ones.
You bromite for the 2 months.
In this version, Logan might not even...
Have you ever played Dead Cells? No, I haven't. I've heard it's good, though.
...care about...
He had a tiny redemption arc and then blew it, and now people are trying to struggle taking his niceness seriously. Yeah. He did the Japanese forest. He lost a lot of respect. And then he actually slowly built his cred up.
Legal battles are expensive. And in the world of money, he's got me beat. So he can try to silence me by weaponizing the law. He can sue me for doing my job. He can sue me for asking questions. And he can sue me for asking for refunds. But it's going to backfire because I think it reveals Logan as a bully rather than someone who's truly sorry. Because Logan may be a master at convincing people he's changed, but I'm convinced it's the follow-through where things go wrong.
Yeah, if you wanted to change and learn and grow, whatever buzzword, you would not throw a lawsuit at a YouTuber.
You know, the actually changing part. There was a time where even I believed Logan was going to fully refund victims. That's why I was so nice to him and tried to help despite him threatening to sue me.
Why doesn't he refund the victims, by the way? How much does he owe again, the victims? How much does CryptoZoo owe? How much? Because I guarantee, like, whatever amount it is, even if it's hundreds, even if it's tens of millions, he probably would clear that in a year. How much does CryptoZoo owe? It owes more than 3 point... Is that it? 3.6... Okay, no, this is an ego thing. If it's 3.6 mil, this is actually an ego thing. Logan probably clears that every month before taxes. Like, that is such an ego thing to sit there and refuse to pay that amount of money. Jesus. Yeah, it's ego. Okay. All goodwill is... I actually thought it was going to be like 300 mil or something, like a sizable chunk of his empire. But yeah, 3.6 mil.
But when it came time to pay...
He probably makes that in like 2 to 3 months, if not monthly. Thank you, Caddy, for the 19.
Hey, Logan chose a minority refund.
Logan Paul does not pay taxes. Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, true. Okay, yeah, I need to show you guys this. Where does Logan Paul live? Dorado. Where's Dorado? Oh, that's it. He lives in Puerto Rico. Yeah. It's actually fucked up because he inflates the economy so badly. Yeah, there we go. These tax breaks can be significant for high-income earners like the Paul brothers. If Logan made 10 mil in a year, he would pay 3.7 in federal income if he lived in Cali. But if he lived in Puerto Rico, he would pay zero. Zero tax, Andy. So that's why he fucked off to Puerto Rico. And the worst thing is, that sounds great, but when you're a rich person buying a lot of things in a country and doing a lot of business, and you're not like giving any money back to the economy through tax, you are inflating it so badly. So he's literally like fucking over all the poor people over there. Yeah, that's mental. I remember like seeing some guy from Puerto Rico in my comment section, and he was like, yeah, this is so messed up. It seems so easy to just throw money at this and make it all go away. I actually, yeah. Like you hum for the Chinese. I don't know what you're saying, bro. Something dap. Dap, you want mint? Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's got to be an ego thing, right? Because he has an out. He has an out. He could so easily pay them off. And then CoffeeZilla won't be like, haha, I told you so. I told you so. But instead, it's like literally just so... Like, it has to be an ego thing. So bizarre.
And to fight...
Because CoffeeZilla wouldn't be like, haha, like, I told you all I was right. Like, he's literally gave Logan an out. It's like, pay the victims back. But then Logan's probably like, nah, I don't want to take accountability.
The rest of the victims in court who wanted their money. And when I complained about that, Logan went from sorries and thank yous to lawyers and I'm suing you real quick. The irony is, it was that same initial belief in Logan's capacity to change that also made me bring up Liquid Marketplace to help stop potential problems.
At least Logan lost his wrestling title in Cleveland in front of his family on Saturday. So small victories. Was that actual wrestling or was that WWE? WWE is like GCSE drama. Thank you, Jackie, for the 5. What do you think of the market crashes? I'm happy I didn't invest now.
And yet here...
Well, I got a translation on the Chinese dono. Hello, Comrade Pyrocynical. Will you be playing Conscript today? Will you mint your DAP? Glory, it belongs to the Communist Party of China.
We are.
The company
is
you,
now
Lav.
accused of
Yeah, I'm gonna do Conscript after this.
Being a multi-layered fraud by the OSC. And the CEO, who I tried to talk to multiple times, is alleged to have
Dude, I thought that was Chris Chen. With the Pikachu and the little card. I actually thought that was Chris Chen. Oh my god.
Appropriated money. This is...
WWE is real wrestling. Did you just say WWE is real wrestling? Are you serious right now? Are you at WWE is real wrestling? I know Pyro viewers are not the smartest bunch, but oh my god. Oh my, I need to let this play for a minute. I gotta let this play for a minute. That's crazy. That I never thought a Pyro viewer would be that stupid. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that... I actually don't think I've heard a worse take in my life. Like, WWE is real.
Despite me trying to talk to Logan directly many times, as...
To be fair, he said... Wait, what did he... To be fair, he said real wrestling, not that wrestling is real. I'm not pulling the laughter track up again. I did the bit.
Maybe we could have talked about this if you had reached out to me, personally. Not my manager, Jeff, who is not me, Steven.
Well, I did try to reach out personally, and I got sued and threatened a day later. That, I think, says a lot about Logan's supposed change and his belief in accountability. Maybe the person he really believes in accountability for is not himself, but me. Specifically, when I try to get accountability from him. If you want to support this lawsuit, the best way is coffeezilla.store.
I do feel really bad for Coffee because lawsuits are so dragged out. I remember when H3 was being sued by that, you remember that billionaire guy or millionaire guy that sued H3 for reacting to a video like 7 years ago? And that was like a landmark achievement for fair use. And I remember when Ethan talked about it and he just sounded so depressed. He was like, it's been this cloud hovering over our head for months. And like, it sucks. Like this shit goes on for like years. It's awful.
14 days. Or you can support on Patreon. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.
Damn, that background is sick. I would say good luck finding your name on there though. Oh my god, it's dude, I swear if I subbed to his Patreon, it would actually take me about an hour to find my name. Yeah, I can't. I saw Bailey somewhere. Holy. Yeah, that was a really good video, though. Support your boy. Support your boy, Coffeezilla.